5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Calamari's on the menu. I thought that was supposed to do things! Indiana Jones!
Chocolate rain. It pours down from that large old sewer drain. Chocolate rain. Zombie tadpoles trying to eat my brain. Chocolate rain. Oh, God.
New.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. The blade signal is up. You know what that means. It is showtime here in Boomtown Theater. Hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend. Welcome back to the show. Thank you all for answering the call for justice. We slay all the evil away, make all the monsters go bye-bye. And just have some fun while we do it and grow our own saga and build our own legends, you know? How's that sound? Sound pretty good to you guys? A nice little escape from all the horse shit going on in the real world. None of that flies here in Boomtown Theater. What an honor and a privilege to go on tonight's adventure with all of you here. As you park your blade mobiles and your blade choppers, I see some of y'all crashing in. There's popcorn popping out in the concession stand area. Sharpen your axes of justice, load up your boomsticks.
At KitKat Girl 1125 celebrates 17 months of membership. Saluting face doing the work of the hero. Happy to catch you on my night off from work.
What an honor. What an honor. Blades for the Blade God! I love that.
Blades for the Blade God, flex biceps, handshake, flex biceps.
We appreciate you out there doing the work of the hero. Kit Kat Girl. With the 17 months as a Blade Master here with us in the Hall of Heroes. The world needs a lighthouse, a torch, a light in the dark more than ever. And it takes folks like you to do it. Thank you so much.
2926 celebrates 28 months of membership. Howdy, Scotty.
Howdy. Hello, Ladarius. Hello, Dredge, also known as Brian Stoll. Hello, Roblo. YouTube has switched everybody's names around. It's hard to read them.
6236 celebrates 34 months of membership. An honor, as always, played saluting face axe.
Hey, the honor is all mine. Are you going to play High on Life too? Maybe. You know, I never turned down an opportunity to go to outer space and stick my finger in gooey holes that aliens have that we don't have here on Earth. I love sticking things in holes. Hey, I want to thank a few of my heroes who have supported the broadcast tonight already. KitKat 17 months, a Blade Master. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Nikki Van Sice, $10 donation.
Or my wiener hit my controller because my wiener's so big.
We only breed big wiener people here.
You want the girth. You can't handle the girth. You're out of order. Or guts are about to be out of order.
Yeah, if I heard that twice a day, that's right. Nikki Van Sice with the $10 donation. Kenneth Coons with 28 months of Blade Master. Thank you, Kenneth. Alfred Pennyworth in the corner, remembering up in the Hall of Heroes. Welcome back, my friend. Jennifer Kern, 34 months once again. And Shazam Gaiman, $5 donation. Thank you, guys. Are you going to be playing the new Resident Evil? Unfortunately, no. It's a small combination of A, I swore off playing any AAA game ever again on broadcast. And two, I just don't drop $80 on new releases anymore. Let me tell you what I'm playing right now. Magic the Gathering, which is an incredibly expensive hobby until you learn how to proxy. So I just print out all of my cards on paper at the library. And then play with them that way. And I've been playing Pokemon Nuzlocke on my Steam Deck. And I have acquired those
Assassin
games.
Gaming 1 celebrates 18 months of membership. My belly button smells funny. Will somebody
Ew.
smell my finger for me, huh?
No, that's no. Do you, if you pick your toenails, do you sniff your? Do you pick your toenails? Do you sniff your own toes? Yeah, disgusting. Hello, Killer. Shazam, thank you for the 18. We all sniff it. Yes, I completely agree. There's no, for some odd reason I do. What am I saying out here? Of course we do. Every time I pick my, I'll pick my. I don't know why. I think that's just us. I think it's just us. I think it's just humans. They got me. They said Leon Kennedy, so I pre-ordered. Again, it's not that I'm. You guys know how much of a huge Resident Evil fan that I am. I mean, it was the only game I streamed for the first. I love boobies. It was the only game I streamed for the first 2 years of my streaming career was Resident Evil. I streamed it all day, every day for 2 years. You guys know how much I love that game. But I just don't drop. I have Xbox Game Pass, which is like $25 a month. I have PlayStation Plus, which is like $20 a month. And then I have Nintendo Switch Online, which is, I don't know how much it is, like $10. That's just $60 a month I'm paying for. Nah. Although I did love Resident Evil. I mean, I may pick it up soon. Who knows? I may pick it up soon. I have not watched anything about it. I don't know any spoilers. I've not watched any streamers. I've not watched any content creators. I've not watched any YouTube videos. I have no idea what the game's about. None. So whenever I do eventually play it, it'll be a brand new experience for me. Hello, SB. I can almost justify to myself dropping money on a Steam Deck. Maybe one of the best investments I have ever made as a gamer in my entire life. I used to love the Nintendo Switch because of ease of access. The Steam Deck, you can play Nintendo games on the Steam Deck. You got to do a little bit of extra work to set it up, but it was one of the best investments I've ever made in my entire gaming life. Steam Deck is fantastic. Spoiler, the game's about Resident Evil. How could you? That shelf behind you looks like yours? I think I got it from Walmart. Hello, welcome. There's some kind of weird music playing in the background from this game. All right, let's start the game. This game is called Tales After Midnight, The Neighbor. I have no idea if we played the first one. But I don't think it really matters because I don't remember anything that we did before today's broadcast. So let's start the transition. I mean, not the transition. Let's start the game. Dak. Before we roll credits, David Marold. You're ready to lurk? We need all of our ninjas out there. David Marold, welcome back to the Hall of Heroes, my friend. Thank you for becoming a Blade Master once again. It's an honor. Let's just say that we did. Deal. Let's start our feature presentation. Good evening, Jamie. Static Mind presents. This game was inspired by true events, while the narrative is rooted in real-world occurrences. Certain characters, locations, and incidents have been altered, dramatized, or combined. Forget it. It happened about a year ago. Press any key. 5. My name is Hannah. Back then, I was 23 and completely exhausted. I had spent the last 4 years crammed into a tiny city apartment with 3 roommates. She was crammed full of 3 roommates?
Naughty.
What was I talking about? 3 roommates, paper-thin walls, and constant sirens. I never had a single moment of actual peace. So when I finally landed a permanent remote job, my first instinct was to run. I wanted to be as far away from the noise as possible. Hey, I don't blame you one bit on that. I found a listing for a 2-story house in a small, isolated town called Oklahoma. The rent was unbelievably cheaper than any tiny city bedroom. To me, that sounded like an absolute dream come true. I packed everything I owned, and signed the lease the very next day. I just wanted to be completely alone. God, I feel that. I feel that so much. I feel that deep down inside my plums. All right. First things first, in any survival situation is figure out, my God, we've been in this cul-de-sac. We've been in this house. We have been in this asset several times. Well, the good news is, at least since we know this house, we should not get lost and know exactly what we're up to. That's a 1996 cherry red Chevy Camino?
Let's go. It's me, Mario.
Hannah has an exotic voice. Is she Amazonian?
Hey, if she took 3, if she took 3 of her neighbors at the same time, she's probably just got a sore throat. Thank you, Tyler, for the $5 donation. Thank you, my friend, for supporting the show. Appreciate that. Slaps knee. Don't slap it too hard. All that thickness will jiggle too much. Hi, I'm Hannah. I just moved. Oh, I'm Hannah. Boy, I yelled. I'm Hannah. I just moved in next door. Nice to meet you, Hannah. I'm Adam. This is Julia. Sorry about the mess. We're heading out for a month. What mess? A month? That's a long time. Yeah, we need it. The stress of the city. Anyway, welcome to the neighborhood. It's quiet here. Mostly. Yeah, don't mind Liam. That stupid cuck down the road. He's intense, but he's harmless. A huge fan of Warhammer and Dungeons and Dragons. Stay away from him. Hey, thanks for the heads up. Have a safe trip. Thanks, Hannah. Enjoy the peace and the quiet. All right. What's up, Chris? Mother effing Fultz? How you doing? Does Batman like Wonder Woman? He did in one of the storylines. I think it was Injustice. I think in the Injustice Gods Among Us story, he liked Wonder Woman, but Wonder Woman is sometimes romantically involved with Superman, sometimes. But Batman is a Talia al Ghul / Catwoman guy. He likes his chicks to be zipped up in leather. Yes, sir. What's up, Teddy Wilbucks? You like your chicks zipped up in leather? Hot.
Aaron Tovey RPD celebrates 18 months of membership. Hey, Scotty and Leek, hope you're well.
I'm doing good, Aaron. Hope you're doing well too, my friend. Welcome to the show tonight, and thank you for joining us again. 18 months of Blade Master, the Hall of Heroes. I appreciate you so much. Dark and Sticky. That's right. That's Boomtown for you. Dark and Sticky. Let's talk to this guy who looks suspiciously like Ted Wilbucks. Ted Wilbucks, are you in this game? Batman likes morally gray women with leather and whips. I had this conversation today. So you guys know I was born in the late 80s and I grew up in the 90s as a kid. I guess I couldn't have grown up in the 90s as an adult and then be a kid now, but unless I had Benjamin Button disease. But the reason why I like my women strong physical specimens is because every single person and everything that I loved was jacked. In the X-Men, Rogue and Jean Grey and Storm and Emma Frost, they were all jacked. Wonder Woman, she's jacked. They're all muscle mommies. That's why I like muscle mommies, because I was raised loving bodaciously bombastic women who had muscles. I'm a muscle mommy guy. I am a strong, capable man. There's something attractive about being with somebody who might be able to kick my ass. just a little bit. I should at least put 2 boxes before talking to him. All right. I should at least put 2 boxes before talking to him. Rogue for the win. I agree. Your girlfriend is super strong physically. That's very relatable. Yeah. I like to think that there are days where the threat of thinking that she could tie me up into a pretzel is very attractive. I don't know why that's the case. That's just a me thing. Where do these boxes go? Could be a you thing. Could be an everybody thing. Where do these? Take this box to the ground bathroom. Is a woman like Liv Morgan your type? I know who you're talking about. Not really. I'm more of a... Who's the goth chick? Mommy, or whatever her name is. Round bathroom. Is this not the... Oh, press F to throw. Okay. There you go. It's the excitement to stay in top shape. There you... Rhea Ripley, that's her name. Yeah, I'm more of a Rhea Ripley guy. Although, don't get me wrong, Liv Morgan's pretty and all that, and she's funny, and, well... She just isn't really my style. Doesn't mean it couldn't be your style. This needs to go to the garage. I would guess, yeah, you're right. You're right. Scotty wants it's gotta be your little spoon. There are nights where I want to be held. It goes both ways. I don't go both ways, but she better. Guess what I started watching last night for the first time in my life? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I always thought that show was so stupid from the outside. I was more into serious anime. Dragon Ball Z and Gundams. I never watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but somebody told me about it last week and said that, Scotty, you got to watch it because it's about vampires and fun stuff like that. I'm like, vampires? Suck it to me, or what? I can't remember what I said. I watched about 5 episodes last night. That dang show's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. You haven't watched it? I'm not an anime guy, but that show's pretty dang good. You do remember this house? Yeah, we've been here a few times. We've been in this cul-de-sac a few times. Are you the new one? I am Ted Wilbert's clone. Yes, I am. I'm Hannah. What's up, Alan? How you doing, buddy? What's up? My voice breaks. How you doing, buddy? You're either brave or stupid. I like to think I'm a little bit of both. Excuse me? This town, Oklahoma, people don't stay here. They blame the economy or the isolation, but I know better. The energy here is wrong. This whole place is haunted, especially that house of yours. Uh-oh. You can't get past the graphics for that anime? That's what turned me off on it at first, Nat, but now that I've watched it, I've gotten used to the graphics. It's beautifully rendered. It's a very pretty anime, but the style was kind of over the top for me too, but I've gotten used to it. I actually kind of like it now. There's an actual DBZ live action movie? Oh yeah, it's terrible. Terrible. Suit yourself, but keep your doors locked. Ghosts aren't the only thing that creep around when you aren't looking. Uh-oh. All right, so we've already had 2 neighbors warn us about the third. Oh, warn us about Liam, the creepy neighbor. What kind of car is this? You know Chevy doesn't make the... Do you guys remember there was a whole fleet of very cheap, small 4-door cars that dominated the late 90s, early 2000s? Ford Escort, Chevrolet Cavalier, Dodge Neon, and then the Chevy Malibu. Or was it the Impala? And then the HHR, a 4-door Fiero. Is this what this is? All of those cars are discontinued now. They don't have them anymore. But somehow the Toyota Corolla and the Honda Accord have survived. I don't know. You had a Cavalier? I had a Ford Escort. Main hallway. Is this the main hallway? Yep. I had a 2-door blue Ford Escort that I called the Turtle because that car was so slow. And I was so cheap. I was like 19. It had an alternator problem where if I sat still and let off the gas, the car would uncrank and turn off. So at a stoplight, I had to put the car in neutral. It was an automatic. I had to put the car in neutral and floor it to keep the RPMs up so the car wouldn't cut off. Man, I was cheap. Your first car is a 96 Nissan Pathfinder? I think they still make Pathfinders. Main bathroom. Your first car is a 2-door Chevy Cavalier? That was fantastic in the snow. Boy, my Escort was not good in the snow. Remember my mom had a Geo? My mom had a Geo. A little 4-door blue Geo. That was our growing up car. Your first car was a 20-year-old Geo Prism? Oh boy. Your first car was a Neon? See? Those cars dominated the market in the late 90s and early 2000s. The first car that I bought on my own, when I got out on my own after my parents kicked me out of the house, was a Toyota Corolla. I bought it brand new at 2012 or 2013. It was cheap. It was like $21,000 for a brand new car. I should at least put 8 boxes away. Okay, I gotta put all my boxes away. Your first car was a Sierra Cutlass. You had the Ford Escort XR3. I had an XR2. I thought it wasn't turbo injected, but it said Z. Oh, I had a ZX2, not an XR. I had a ZX2. It had a aftermarket muffler that made the car sound slightly loud. It was a 4-cylinder piece of shit, but I thought it was cool. Bless you. Thanks. Appreciate it. Pontiac Sunfire. Oh, those are pretty popular. What was it wasn't Cat Pontiac. The HHR. There was always a car that, no offense, all the dopers drove around in. That was just the truth. Plymouth Chrysler. Yeah, ZX2. An 84 Mustang, you crashed it? Oh boy. Never had a Mustang. Got it. You drive a Bug your parents got for you? Oh, a Honda Element, yeah. Upper bathroom. I think we can just throw these boxes anywhere and nothing means anything. Oh, it does. I was wrong. There we go. Your first car was a 1989 Saab. Do they even still make Saabs anymore? My grandma had a Saab. That thing was a pain in the ass because we lived way up in the country in the mountains, and she just had to go buy a Saab. Had to be different. So we couldn't take it to the local mom and pop shop to get worked on because all the parts were like Australian or some exotic crap. We had to drive to the freaking Outback to get that shit serviced. We had to drive 3 hours to Johnson City, Tennessee to get it fixed. Your mom drove a Maverick? Pontiac GTO? That's a good one. Do they still make Ford Explorers? That was a big part of my childhood. My dad had a forest green Ford Explorer Eddie Bauer edition. It had a 6 CD changer in the trunk. And every time that we drove over a bump, it reset all the CDs. And then the third CD always got stuck. So you had to be real careful when he was on the second and the fourth CD to skip the third CD, because the third CD, we couldn't get it out. It was Bon Jovi's greatest hits, and we couldn't get it out. The Bon Jovi is forever in that car, wherever that car is at. We couldn't get it out, so it would go from the second to the fourth DVD or CD, but you had to skip it before it got stuck on the third, or otherwise it wouldn't play. We had to pull over and pull the 6 CD changer out and reset it. And oh my God, it was a whole thing to have a 6 CD changer that didn't work every time we hit a bump. Heck yeah. Your husband had an Explorer and it was... Oh, Explorers are still popular? That shows you how out of touch I am. Oh, great. Another one. What are you, DJ Khaled? I just want to introduce myself. I'm Hannah. Save it. We're moving out today. Yeah, well, you got hair on your chest, you bitch. Is everything okay? You'll see. That place next to us, the green one directly across from yours. Yeah, the empty one? That's what the landlord says. No one has lived there for 2 years. Yeah, right. We hear noises coming from inside, scratching, heavy thumping all night long. Good luck, honey. You're going to need it. Come on, let's go. Remember the Chevy Chevelle? I don't think so. People are getting it on? Hell yeah. Oh, so this is the haunted house right here. If you have never seen this movie, watch it. I couldn't recommend it more. It's called Monster House. There was a very magical period of movies between 2007 and like 2012, 2014. A magical run of movies. 2006 to 2016 was a pretty solid 10-year run. Before AI came out and before all the writers in Hollywood got lazy. Monster House is one of those movies. It is a fantastic, it's a Roger Not Roger. Robert Zemeckis. Is it Roger Zemeckis? Robert Zemeckis. It's a Zemeckis movie, and it's very, very good. Zemeckis made Back to the Future. I can't remember what else he made, but he made a lot of really Polar Express. He made a lot of good movies. You drive a Ford Explorer 2022? No Requiem stream, Scotty. Everybody's doing it. That's why I'm not doing it. Say one thing about Scotty Blades. Say that he likes to be different. I think we've had this conversation before on our channel, where everybody tells me something's popular, and I have such a rebel soul that I will avoid it just because everybody says, except for Sydney Sweeney. I know she's the biggest thing since sliced bread, and I would probably suck a fart out of her butt if she let me. But anyway, most things that everybody loves, I tend to resent because it gets overhyped, and then I just want to be like the cool, not emo, but I want to be like the cool, oh yeah? I want to blaze my own path. You know, we're the League of Blades. We blaze our own path. I don't like... You're right. That Scotty Blades, he likes to be different. I do. I can't help it, man. Trust me, the itch is there. I'd love to play it, but I just... I won't do it because everybody else is doing it. Well, now, a fresh face. I haven't seen a moving truck since forever. Hi there, I'm Hannah. I'm Caleb. Welcome, welcome. I like to say things twice in a row. Everyone seems to be running away these days. I noticed. My neighbors next door just left for a month. Ah! People have no roots anymore. Me? I'm not going anywhere. My Mark and I bought this house 50 years ago. He passed right in that upstairs bedroom. Morbid. I promised him I'd never leave this porch until the day I join him. So, how long are we lucky enough to have you, Hannah? Oh, I'm not going anywhere either. I just spent 4 years trapped in the loudest, most crowded city apartment you can imagine. I work from home now, so I signed a 2-year lease. I just want some peace and quiet. God, stay a while and listen. I probably listen to this song at least once or twice a week. I cannot state enough how much Diablo had an impact on me growing up. I played Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 into the ground. I love those games. Author Fonzarelli, hey! What's up, James? A 2-year lease. That's music to my ears. So good to have someone staying for a while. Now you must die. Enjoy the quiet. If you ever need sugar hook her up, Grandma. You know where to find me. A week went by. You don't trust Caleb? Yeah, there's something about him that's off. You know what's really sad, Tyler? A lot of people don't know who Author Fonzarelli is. A lot of people nowadays don't know who the Rugrats are. I can't believe that. Henry Winkler's a national treasure. I grew up on Happy Days, Monday, Tuesday, Happy Days, the Brady Bunch. I swear every night at 2 a.m. I woke up and George Lopez was jumping up and down on a trampoline. What else came on? The Wonder Years. What would you do if I sang out of tune? Between unpacking and my remote work, I barely left the house. I convinced myself the neighbors were just eccentric. I was finally getting used to the absolute quiet. I actually started to feel safe. Then came Tuesday. Not Tuesday. What a shame. Yeah, I guess. I'm not really dialed into what's going on nowadays, so I guess it's... You know how when we were growing up, the old people were always like, this generation sucks. Things were better in my day. That's me now. That's me now. We were born in the nick of night. Great movie, by the way. Nick of Time, Johnny Depp. Slurping on some bean juice. Andy Griffith. I grew up in the town that Andy Griffith was shot in. Mayberry. Jennifer knows. Reading Rainbow. Reading Rainbow. Got a nice cup of hero fuel? Yeah, I'm already starting to feel a little bit stronger. A little bit sharper. Isn't he your uncle? Who? Andy Griffith? No. You wrestled in that same town 2 years ago? They had a wrestling thing in Mayberry? Wait, ain't that the haunted house? Wash the dishes. What about this? What about this guy over here? I mean, he might not be evil. Hello, Golden Goddess. Yeah, that's the actual name of the town. They just call it Mayberry. Huh. He seems fine. I'm gonna go wash some dishes. One thing I've noticed more as the channel has grown outside of the streams is that you guys have been very forgiving of my Appalachian accent. Boy, the general public does not forgive. I get made fun of constantly for saying Schward. Insert other thing that I can't remember right now. Where's Steven Seagull? There he is. All right. I'm gonna go over here and start to wash these dishes the same way that my old kung fu master Ching Wang Fu showed me at that ancient Chinese dojo where he selected me because of how fast my hands moved. He could tell by how fast I moved my hands. That would be a good karate master one day. Library? Yeah, I do say library. I have a question about the mountains. Let it rip. LLMM. I'm washing. F it. FLL. You can do it. Hang in there.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk too.
Boy, I'm glad that chick's off the radar now. It's happening. This is how the dishes are washed, guys. LLLMMMMMMMMMMM. You're almost there. BBBBF. You're almost F me. F it. Jesus.
Ah, sorry about that.
Whoa, they got a voice actor for this guy. Can't believe Steven Seagull is a peace officer. That's true. What's up, syrup drinker? She popped up the other day after posting something about worshiping her feet. Oh my God, she's back. Is the whole whistling in the woods skinwalker thing real? I certainly believe so. Every single story that you hear has got some kind of truth rooted in it to teach us a lesson. Is that lesson that there's creatures in the woods that's trying to eat our souls? Maybe. Maybe. But definitely don't whistle in the woods, though. Don't go out in the woods at night.
At AJ Hill 14 celebrates 27 months of membership. Yay. I haven't had Scotty time in months.
That would probably be the scariest thing that I would see at night. If I saw god dang Michael Jackson out there in the woods, that would be the only time that you would see this grown ass warrior turn around and run. I would run to the hills. I would have to pay Iron Maiden royalties because I would run to the hills if I saw Michael Jackson out in the woods. So there's one place that I feel incredibly at home and comfortable at is in the woods. I grew up in the woods. I grew up hunting. I grew up farming. And as an adult, I was a fugitive hunter, sniper, and what other thing did I do in the woods a whole bunch? Anyway, through my entire adult life, I hunted bad guys in the woods, and I would use the woods as my cover to hunt bad guys. So I was what went bump in the night. Never in my life have I ever seen anything. I mean, I did see a guy hanging from a tree, but somebody put him up there. Never in my life as much, and I live like deep in Appalachia, where they say that the veil between dimensions is at its thinnest, is here where I live. And I have never seen anything that's made me go, holy crap, it's real. I want to believe that Bigfoot's out there. My grandpa told me stories of mountain apes, and he didn't tell me those stories in the sense that like they were some supernatural thing. It was just big ass monkeys that lived in the woods that our tribes used to hunt way back when. It wasn't like some kind of hoodoo voodoo stuff. It was just there's monkeys in them woods and they were good eating. And then my grandpa's tribe used to hunt them. I want to believe that the Mothman's real. I want to believe all that stuff is real. But in my 37 years of exploring the wilderness, I've never seen anything that made me go, oh, not yet. Maybe one day that'll change. What about you guys? What the hell are you doing here?
I just saw you having your coffee. Thought I'd stop by and say hi. Can I come in?
I don't I don't think so. I don't nope. Don't tell me I let him in. Oh my God, I let him in.
Again, I am so sorry. I should have used the front door. I rang the bell, but I guess you didn't hear it?
I don't believe that you did. I would have heard it. Have you been, Papa Blades? I've been fantastic. How you been? You got stuck on stories about the Appalachian Mountains? I wanted to ask the professional. My account doesn't account for everybody's account. You know how that goes. But I have been in the woods enough to where I feel more at home in the pitch black, in the middle of a big pine forest than I do walking downtown any big city. Feel much more comfortable, safe, and at home in the middle of the woods. This bodes well. Oh, yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Scotty's a LLSS, a lot lizard spotting specialist. We was walking around downtown in the city I live close to, and we walked by this Mexican restaurant, and they said, should we go in there? I was like, yeah, we can go in there. It's good. It's good food. We walked in, and I was like, yeah, this used to be a strip club. And they...
It's good to see people still made it through the apocalypse. Fresh meat.
What are you doing?
And it's like, how do you know? It's like,
Creepy as crap looking dude.
I used to work Vice, and we arrested a lot of lot lizards in my time. Bless their hearts. They all were running low-grade fevers, and they were jaundice colored, but they meant well. AJ Hill, the $5 donation. Thank you so much, my friend, for your tribute to tonight's show and tonight's adventure. Thank you very much for the $5 donation. Yeah, I've had to hook up. They didn't mean any harm. They really didn't. They just they were hard up on life, and they kept stealing copper. That wasn't what I was after them for. I hated working Vice. It was pitiful. I hated it. All those people that was in that circumstance were rough on it in life. I got out of that assignment pretty quick. I hated it.
You are Hannah, right?
I'm Hannah. How do you know my name?
Oh, don't worry. Caleb told me. He was very excited for someone new to finally move into this house, into our town.
That dirty gossip, Caleb. Right, great. And you are the owner of that greenhouse across the street that's haunted?
My name is Daniel, and yes, I am the owner of that beautiful house.
I was told nobody lived in that house, and they haven't for years. I haven't seen you all week. When I asked around, people said you lived in Scotland. He does not have a Scottish accent.
Yes, well, I am the man they're talking about. The Scotland thing, well, that's mostly true. My work keeps me moving from place to place, you see.
He actually seems pleasant enough. If it wasn't for the thumbnail, I would never imagine this guy was evil. He seems pleasant enough. So why come back now?
It's home, Hannah. It's where we belong, where my family belongs. A man is incomplete without those two things.
So help me if Vin Diesel drives a 1967 muscle car through the front window. When you're here, your family. Chili's. Baby back ribs. Well, I don't really have either of those right now. I don't even know how long I'm planning to stay here.
Oh, sweetie.
Okay, he's
I've been
creep.
exactly where you are. But you aren't alone in this town. There are people watching over you while you work, while you sleep, when you first moved in, when you were washing the dishes, just to make sure you're ready to become part of the family.
Man, I spoke a little soon there, didn't I, guys?
Watch out for skinwalkers. Excuse me, flesh pedestrians.
Flesh pedestrians? I have such a big heart that I'm like, man, even skinwalkers need love too. You know why they're walking around in our skin? They can't help it if we're pretty. I'm pretty. You're pretty. Your neighbor Caleb's pretty. And the skinwalkers want to wear us. Can you blame them for wanting to get a hold of all this? No, I don't. So when they skin me alive, I just go, hey. Almost like giving the shirt off my back, the skin off my ass. It's all yours. Yeah, I may have spoke too soon. I was one sentence away from this guy opening up the creep factor. My bad. Alan Sears lighting the Blade Walker beacon. The $10 donation. Alan, thank you for lighting the beacon. Colin upon, oh, not Colin. Powering up the broadcast. Every donation you guys make, YouTube decides to push the stream to more people so more heroes can come to our little adventure tonight and sit around the bonfire and create stories of kilt and kin. Christmas Lampoon's Vacation. Or Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Yeah, thank you.
Don't thank me. Thank my family for taking such good care of you this past week.
Who is your family? Where is your family? Your wife and kids?
My wife? My child? Oh, God. They were the most beautiful things I had back then.
No maidens.
They're lamps now? They're lamps now.
They're gone, Hannah. They're gone. I don't know why I let them go. I think it's all God's plan. Why? Are they really gone?
Oh boy. I think I should go get you a glass of water. Yeah, that'll cure his crazy. That's why he's a schizo, because he's just dehydrated. Get a glass of water. Well, I'll get something for him, all right. You know I'm gonna get him? You know I'm gonna get him?
Boom! 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 Boom!
Evil, be gone.
Get out of here! Be gone! Would you look at the time? This is how you fill water. Yeah. Yep. Just want to fill that water right up to the tippity top there. Nothing tastes more pure than... Oh, God! Daniel, stop doing that.
Thanks for the help, Hannah. This was just a test.
Did I pass? For what?
Just checking to see if you would take care of your family.
Sure, here's some city water, which is just very chemically doused poo-poo water that's been recycled. I shit, the city takes it and removes the shit, runs it through a strainer, douses it in lots and lots of chemicals, puts some bleach in it to make the color back to pure, or should I say clear, not pure, and then puts it back into a system that pumps it back through our faucets, and you're going to drink it. That's my shit water, recycled 3 days ago. I had Chipotle. It was disgusting. Okay, it's getting late. I really need to sleep. I think you should leave.
Oh, Hannah, that's perfect. In my family, everyone goes to sleep early.
This guy's an absolute creep. I call skinwalkers flesh pedestrians because the Native Americans, the word ski walkers is considered taboo. They like calling them... Oh, like calling them invites them. I don't think the name skinwalker is what they're called Native American, is it? Wendigo or something like that? Good evening.
It's all poo-poo water down here. Poop emoji. Scotty 2026.
Do I still got it? Not really. They're not as big as they used to be. A just slowed me down.
Boom!
Shut up. Hey, thank you so much, Nikki Van Sice. The $2 donation. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for your tribute. The show. Most water molecules have been... A few hours later. Oh shit, the power went out. I really needed the AC working, man. What are you, Tommy Wiseau from the room? Oh shit, the power went out. I really need the AC working. Oh, hi, Mark. I'm gonna have to fix the generator in the garage, aren't I? Yep, probably. Have you played RE9 yet? I have not. I haven't played it. I haven't watched any content on it. I haven't done anything. I have, in the past week, 2 nights I have spent reading. One night I played Magic the Gathering. One night I stayed up and watched the movie The Covenant with, what the hell's his name? I like him a lot. He's a good actor. Jake Gyllenhaal. And then 2 nights after that, I went on an Aliens movie marathon. I watched Prometheus and then Alien Covenant. I've been really watching, now that I think about it, I've been watching a lot of Covenant stuff. What are the chances of that? The Covenant's a good movie. It made me want to put my gear back on and go kick ass. It really did. What's your thought on the Ninja Turtles drop? I am not participating. Not a huge fan. It's hard for me when it comes to those kind of sets because I know why they're doing it. They're doing it to appeal to folks who don't normally play the game. Huh. Like, Lord of the Rings got me back into Magic after not playing for like 15 or 20 years. Final Fantasy got a bunch of people into the game. Avatar got a lot of folks into the game. But I am an old school Magic head. I like my Magic to be fantastical. I like my wizards and my dragons. Not a huge fan of IPs that kind of ruin the immersion. SpongeBob would be an example. Love SpongeBob the IP. Huh. Oh. What? 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 What the hell? This is impossible. Puzzle time. I wonder if I still have time to hack. I think his puzzle's broke. Maybe I don't have time to hack. I had it? Oh, okay. Are you sure? This doesn't make any sense.
Computer says no.
You're one away. What? Ah! Big brain. There's somebody here. Fuck off, dinosaur. Stupid game. I went back and watched a bunch of clips from the show back in the day. I cannot even begin to tell you how many times I yelled at every creature ever and said, quote, "Fuck you, dinosaur." Goblins, orcs, demons, zombies. Grandmas, yeah. They were always dinosaurs for some reason. I don't know why. What's up, Davis? That was a catchphrase for a good while. I don't know. I don't know why I cussed out dinosaurs. But fuck you, dinosaur. Almost 2 weeks passed since the power went out. Seeing Scotty slowly decay and Deca, that may be the worst gaming experience, maybe the most traumatic gaming experience I have ever had. And remember, we played it again the second time, and it wasn't as bad the second time. For some reason, that playthrough at that time in my life, with where the channel was and where you guys were and where everything was like the perfect storm. Deca was just, not only was it one of the most painstakingly difficult and stressful games I ever played through as far as production and the game, but we took it and we made it fun. It's one of my most memorable experiences as a content creator of how bad that game was, and yet somehow we spun it and we made it fun. I tried to convince myself it was just an old house acting up. We lost your webcam? I know. I cut it off on purpose so you guys can see the words. I can read the stuff like this, and you just can't see the words at all. Is that what you want? JK? JK! We don't read, that's true. Just the wind in the bushes. But I couldn't stop thinking about the man from across the street. He told me his name was Daniel. I'm doing good, Davis. How you doing? After that first day, he started finding excuses to catch me outside, checking his mail, sweeping a perfectly clean porch. Every time we spoke, his words felt rehearsed, picky, and perfectly chosen, creepy. He kept bringing up the concept of family, telling me how important it was to look out for each other, how I did have to feel alone in the big empty house. His presence, there was just something deeply odd about it, like a predator trying its best to mimic human empathy. I felt suffocated. I needed to get out of the house just for a little while. Wasn't the whole reason you moved to this town was to get away from the suffocations? Ah, Hannah, good to see you out and about. How's the new place treating you so far? It's good. Very quiet. I'm still getting used to all the space, honestly. The house makes a lot of strange sounds at night. Don't you worry about that. It takes time for an old house to get used to a new heartbeat. My Mark used to say the walls need to learn your name before they stop creaking. So the next time my house makes a noise, I'm just going to shout at it. Scotty! Scotty! A nice way to look at it. I think I just need to get out of my own head for a bit. I'm running low on coffee and groceries anyway. Well, you don't have to go far for that. There's a nice little grocery store down the avenue. It's so close you can just go there by walking. Really? I didn't even notice one on my way into town. It's tucked right behind the old post office. It's a straight, easy walk. Sounds perfect. Anytime, Hannah. You stay safe. Okay, never mind. I know that we talked about going to the store to get coffee and groceries, but according to the game, I need to wash dishes. Dishes, I will wash. Let's get these washed dishes what? To-do list. Milk, pasta, Coke, soup, chips. So I need to milk the pasta, do a line of Coke, make soup in the toilet, and then watch an episode of Chips. Odd. 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 Chip! Chip! The tale as old as time. To the grocery store we go, apparently. A few moments later. Okay, let's shop. I need 2 milks. Pretty lady. I need 2 milks. Here we go. 1, 2. I need 4 pastas. And you know that they're the right pastas because they hang off the wall. And by wall, I mean JPEG. 1 pasta. 2 pasta. 3 pasta. 4 pasta. 1 Coke. 3 soup. Man, I'm craving soup right now. Soup sounds good. Here we go. Primordial soup. Get it? Evolution. They don't teach that shit in my school. I'm from the South. Chips. Very good. Here you go, Pay. That's a lot of pasta for one person. You must be the one who moved into the Miller place. Yeah, I'm Hannah. I work from home. Welcome to Oakland, Hannah. How are you liking the quiet so far? Definitely quiet. I like it, though. The neighbors are weird, creepy, odd. Possibly schizo. Across the street. You mean next to Liam's place? No, the greenhouse directly across from mine. He came over and introduced himself the other day. Really friendly guy. His name's Daniel. Wait, the greenhouse. What I said. Told me his wife passed away. Honey, nobody lives in that house. What do you mean? I gave him a glass of water in my kitchen. That house belongs to Mr. Henderson. He's been in Scotland on a work contract for the last 2 years. That place has been dead empty. In fact, my friend just signed the lease to rent it starting tomorrow. The keys are still locked at the agency. You sure? He had a car parked in the driveway and everything. I'm absolutely positive. There's someone in that house, Hannah. They aren't supposed to be there. Oh, shit. Can she be Australian next? A few moments later. Whoops. Uh-oh. Good thing it's a full moon tonight so I can use my werewolf powers to survive. Oh, shit. Werewolf powers activate! Werewolf powers activate! Oh, crap. Are you Daniel for real, or are you screwing with me?
Hey, Hannah. You're home late tonight.
Well, you would know, because you're always watching. Why are you standing outside my house, darling?
Oh, Hannah. This isn't supposed to happen. In our family, no one stays out this late.
Well, you're not my dad. I mean, I was just busy at the grocery store.
Oh, sweetheart, relax. Nothing is going to happen to you now.
Thanks, Dad. He's just standing there, menacingly. Yeah, pretty spooky. Uh-oh.
When someone in our family comes home late, they have to be punished. Good night, Hannah.
Well, this is either going to get real sexual or real stabby. 50-50 shot. Something doesn't feel right. I should make sure the doors are locked. Lock. Uh-oh. Oops. Perfect. Why can't it be both? In Germany, it is. You see them lightning reflexes? Look at them lightning reflexes. First try. Go to hell. What's up, Box Radio? First time, every time. That's right. All right. All the doors are secure. I have my phone pre-dialed to 911. All I have to do is push go. My bathtub is already full of acid. Here's my rope to tie him up whenever he comes in. I have my katanas under my pillow for quick access. You're just doom scrolling? Oh no. Well, this is a good pit stop for sure. I want you to come inside. I need you to come inside. Insert pregnancy joke, but I can't think of one right now. Good thing I'm wearing a prophylactic. Prophylactic? Propanol? Propane? Okay. There's zero chance anything bad's going to happen when we go to bed. All the doors are locked. And once the doors are locked, it's impossible for home invasions to happen. How do I know? I used to be a detective. Uh-oh. What the fuck was that? I think somebody's in the house. Certainly some heavy breathing going on. Okay, just get downstairs quietly. Call 911. Press space to stand. Get the katanas. No kid, my ex-wife used to keep a machete under her pillow because I wouldn't let her have a gun. Well, the guy obviously didn't take his inhaler because I can hear him asthma.
Let me in, I'm trying to fuck. Let me in, I'm trying to fuck.
Oh, what?
Open
What?
the
What?
door, sweetheart! Open the fucking door! If you don't open it, I'm gonna tear you apart.
What about the guy that's upstairs? How many people are trying to kill me right now? He's going to break the glass. Call 911, then run. Just call 911 and run. Okay. Uh-huh. 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 Oh, shit. I got him. Oh, shit. I gotta go. Just like real life, I get a second chance. WTF. Just like real life, I get a second chance. Who is that dude? That is one pissed off pussy. That looked just like my kitty cat, my my smush face Persian that I have. Life is great with second chances, you better believe it. Oh, here we go.
Open the door, sweetheart! If you don't open...
Okay, just like when I used to cut bombs and demolition, here we go. Dang it.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
The guy back there. The dude back there. I was 2 steps away last time. The police arrived just in time. I made it out just in time. Just in time. Just in time. I made it out and just in time. Just in time. Oh, look. Caleb's okay. Thank goodness Caleb's okay. If I hadn't heard the sound of the back door smashing, I might not even woken up. If I hadn't forced myself to walk silently down those stairs, the stranger waiting in the dark with a weapon would have found me. If I hadn't dialed 911 exactly when I did, Daniel would have shuttered the glass and come inside. The police caught them trying to scatter into the woods behind their property. There were 4 of them. A gangbang robbery? Oh, wrong button. They had been squatting in the abandoned house across the street for months. Well, the previous neighbors were here and scratching and the thumping. Dirty Dan and the boys. They were watching the neighborhood, waiting for the perfect target. Somebody alone. Somebody looking for peace and quiet. During the interrogation, none of them would confess to why they were targeting me. To this day, I don't know what they had planned to do once they got inside. I moved out of Oakland the very next morning. I live in a loud, crowded city now. I don't look for quiet places anymore. Because sometimes, when a place feels too quiet, just because someone's holding their breath in the dark, waiting for you. That was ChatGPT. Based on true events. Dirty Dan and the boys. Voiced by Horrible. What a great guy. A game by Amon. We've played a game from him before. The music's solid. All right, folks, that was episode 2 in the Tales After Midnight series, a game called The Neighbor. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, and it also wasn't good. It was just kind of whatever. It was all right. Folks, GG's indeed. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me here tonight. Thanks for answering the call to justice and looking up in the sky and seeing the blade signal and making your way here to Boomtown. I want to thank you to everybody who was my hero tonight. For all those who liked and laughed and lurked, you all the real heroes. For those of you that paid tribute to tonight's broadcast, Nikki Van Sice, Alan Sears, AJ Hill, Aaron Tove, Tyler Sutton. Nick. Tyler Sutton. Shazam Gaiman, Jennifer Kern, Kenneth Coons, Kit Kat Girl, Manhattan PhD, also Matt Denver, Tyler Lynn, Smirkus, Luis Olvera, And Mahogany, thank you for the subscriptions and welcome to League of Blades. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night. Most likely I'll be back tomorrow night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Manhattan PhD making
Scotty
meteor.
Blades, making mediocre games entertaining since 1865.
And don't you ever forget it. Thank you so much. Good night.